Salvete omnes. We continue our read-along of the Nāvigātiō. Chapter 14. Mare quasi Coāgulātum. So the sea like a coagulation, or like curdled milk. We've got this word Coāgulātum, which means like having been congealed or coagulated. So, poro, further, post 3 dies et noctes, after 3 days and nights, que savit ventus, the wind ceased, et quiepit mare esse quasi coagulatum, and the sea began to be like curdled milk, or like it was coagulated, stuck together. Prae nimia tranquillitate, because of too much tranquility. Sanctus pater dixit, mitite remiges in navem, et laxate vela juxta. So the Holy Father said, put the oars into the boat and let down or relax the sails. Next, ubicumque volt Deus inem gubernare illum faciat. So wherever God wants to steer that, meaning the boat, he will do. Ferebatur itque navis circiter per vigente dies. And the boat was carried around for 20 days. Post haec, so after these things, iterum ventum Deus illis gusitavit prosperum. God again raised up or resuscitated a prosperous wind, ventum prosperum, to them, ab occidente contra orientum, from the west to the east. Coeperunt simul tendere vela in altum et navigare. They began, at once, or at the same time, to raise the sail in high and to sail, or possibly to row. Reficiebant semper post triduanum. And they were refreshing themselves or dining always after 3-day intervals. And that's the whole chapter. So there's, on a historical level, there's 2 ideas I have here. One is that they're in the, they've sailed all the way to the Caribbeans, because the Sargasso Sea there is known for being becalmed at times where the wind ceases. But I think it more likely that they're in the North Atlantic ice fields, where when it gets cold enough, the water becomes kind of slushy. So if there's no waves to break things up, you could have a very slushy experience as the water is in the state between being fully liquid and fully frozen. And I think that fits the Coāgulātum part here. And I think it's more likely they're in the North Atlantic ice fields because that's much closer to Ireland than the Sargasso Sea is. So that's my take on it. On a spiritual level, perhaps this is about, reaching a spot where you feel becalmed in the monastic life, where you feel like you're not making spiritual progress. Perhaps the idea here is you need to simply trust in God and realize that your own efforts can't necessarily get you somewhere. You need God to send that prosperous wind. Perhaps that's a spiritual interpretation, and I'm not super sold on that as being a potential interpretation of this chapter. Anyhow, that's that chapter. We'll move on next video to Feasts in Diverse Islands.